What's going on, everyone? Model Deer Farmer back with you here today on American Farming, and we have been getting a little bit of sorghum planting done here. Just got 45 knocked out, and we got the 51-52 field knocked out, which is pretty much where we finished off last video. And I believe up next we have this huge 31, 30, and 29 combination. A little bit of an odd shape of a field, but that'll be our next challenge here for sorghum planting. Got a nice big planter, so we'll go ahead and head on over there. Not too far away, just on the other side of this bridge and tree line. So we got plenty of seed in the planter. We'll go ahead and get heading down there and start knocking out some end rows. And there we go, just crossed the bridge, and we are right here now. The last couple episodes we have gotten really distracted from planting, and because we've been working our beef operation. It is April 2nd. We still have a good amount of our planting season to go yet here, so we need to get going here, get sorghum knocked out, because then we still got all of our beans left to go after that. We're gonna get our auto steer loaded up here first, just to make sure we don't have issues. I kind of want to run the rows the same angle as the top part of the field, but it's not looking like it's gonna let us do that, so I guess we'll just run 90s. We'll start cruising away though on end rows here and then get that knocked out, and then we'll start getting going back and forth. I hope that everyone had a first great month of 2025 here, since it's the end of January now. Obviously this video is a little bit pre-recorded, so we don't quite have as many mods. Hopefully some awesome mods have came out in January that we'll get to see here pretty soon in the next coming episodes. I was kind of expecting to use a little more seed on planting sorghum, but really we still are like using no seed, and so we don't have to barely ever fill up this planter at all. This is a pretty steep side to this farm field here. Lots of elevation difference on this field. Obviously that corner where we started is so low, and then we get all the way up here to this top corner where we're sitting at a pretty good angle. You know what would have been cool for them to do is add in some terraces into this thing. That would be sweet. There's our big field of corn right over there that we got planted a few episodes ago. I believe this is episode 10 of the Farming Simulator 25 series here on Riverbend Spring, so I hope you guys are all enjoying it. I'm excited to grow the farm here as we get through this first year of farming, as well as hopefully get our over $2 million loan paid off. I know that's going to take us a little while. It's like $2.3 million from that cattle operation, but I'm hoping the beef end up being pretty profitable for our operation right now, because, you know, I like buying equipment, and being $2.3 million in debt kind of slows that down for a little bit, which is not exactly what I want to do here. So keep my buying addiction going. We do also have our crop, our corn and soybeans, still in the bins from last harvest that we'll sell off here probably, like, I want to say July. June, July is kind of when we normally get the best price for those. Well, now that we got our first pass around the field done, we'll go ahead and take our marker line to finish up the second end row pass, and then our passes should just go right along the field, starting over here by the road. Now, I said this was a big field, but honestly I don't think it's going to be too bad, because this planter is big, and in real life we can get like 70 acres an hour done with this machine, so shouldn't take too long here in the whole grand scheme of things. I mean, just with one headland pass along there and two right there, that's already how much we got done on this thing. I got a question for you guys. What is your guys' favorite mod so far in Farming Simulator 25? Obviously, I don't know what's going to come out in January. This is a little bit pre-recorded, so I don't know what came out in January, but so far, out of the mods that we've gotten so far, I would say this planter is decent, but it's not super great. It's got the markers that are messed up. They shouldn't be setting up like that. So I would have to say that my favorite so far is probably the JHHG S series combines. Those things are always a good thing. Had them since so many games now. They keep remaking them, and they do a great job each time. JHHG, great job on those combines. And that's part of why I want to get out of debt on this farm, because I kind of want to buy one. I know we already have 2 combines already, but you know, what's a third one gonna hurt? I just love how there's so many customizations with those combines that you can really make them however you want for your operation. We also do have these hail spots in this field, which you can kind of see now. I know there's been some issues where like the crop won't grow there, but I hope that it grows. But I haven't fast forwarded time yet to see or not. There we go, the end row is finished up there. We'll get back into the field. Now obviously I don't want one of these in real life because not great, but I was kind of hoping we would get a tornado in Farming Simulator, because that's a feature in the game now, and it showed it in the weather before, but now that I look in the weather, there's nothing in the forecast for tornadoes. So I was kind of hoping we'd get that, but maybe we still will. I don't know. We'll have to see. Probably one of my biggest issues with the GPS in this game is why can't we get this set up to our rows are run the same way as this pass right here. No other side of this field is straight like this. Why can we not set the planter over half a swath more so we don't have to overplant half a planter width? Like, I don't understand that. It's a perfectly straight edge. Just make it come out equal. But with that, now we are on to just straight back and forth passes, auto steer all the way. Get this sorghum planted and in the ground. I don't even remember which field is next to plant sorghum on, so I'm going to check my crop map here, because I made a map of which fields are going to be corn, soybeans, and sorghum. So I need to look at that and see which is our next sorghum field. So it looks like our next sorghum planted field is going to be 26 and 27, so it's not too far away. Also a pretty small field too. A little bit of an odd shape though. See, this field was originally 3 different fields, and we've already like completely finished one field over on our right, which is why I wanted to combine these things together, because it just makes them be a little bit bigger. I mean, these still aren't ginormous fields, so I like that you're able to plow the ground to combine them all into one field, and it works seamlessly, and the auto steer works just fine as well. I have had some glitches with the auto steer though, that when I set it at a different angle for a different field, like it in the menu, it like doesn't actually switch, so hopefully that'll get fixed here. If you guys are enjoying the video though, make sure to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to make it to 4,000 subscribers by the end of March, so we got just about 2 full months to do that, so let's make sure we get there. I know you guys can do it. Also, if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below, and make sure you hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, whether it be anything Farming Simulator 25 related, American farming, or anything that has to do with the model farm toy world. Thank you all for your continued support, and enjoy the rest of the video. Planting sorghum. Look at that planter roll back there. We never seem to have as much going on during sorghum planting, because we got all of our tillage done during corn planting, and soybeans are the only crop that we roll. So once we get on to soybean planting, then Jim's going to be running the roller, and he's going to be busy with that. And then we're going to get into having to spray everything. We can't put any fertilizer on with this planter, so we're going to be putting a lot of fertilizer on our corn crop at least. Probably our soybeans and sorghum right now as well, because in this game right now, that all uses fertilizer, unlike precision farming, which I sure hope we get back, because that would be awesome. Last pass of the field though, just finished up. We'll go ahead and turn the planter off, get it folded up, and head on to the next field and see if we can't get one more knocked out here before the end of the episode. Just a quick drive to get over there as we're just leaving the field now, and then we're gonna hop on the road here, just drive up the hill a little bit until we come up to the driveway, and then we'll pull on in. Steep hill for the 8RX right here. There we go, right at the top of the hill is the entrance for the field, so we'll go ahead and pull in here. We're going to get this thing unfolded, get our auto track lines set up and ready to go, because the ones that just popped up, I don't think those are the ones we're going to want. Yeah, so our lions are having a little bit of an issue here where they want to split in the middle for some reason. Don't know why. But it looks like if we do that, it's a little bit of an angle off of straight, but it looks like doing it that way will cause our lines to not split right down the middle. So we'll go ahead, get backed up here, start doing a head row. Wow, headland end row. Two things there. But yeah, we'll throw a marker down and get to work here on this small field. Now, one of the reasons it might be doing that and having that issue is because this was two fields to begin with, two small fields, and so I wanted to make it bigger, and that's how that works. Working down here next to the river, though. No, don't put the 8RX in the river. That would not be a very good economical idea right now with the state the farm's in. Honestly, I think one end row around this field is going to work out just fine. We got to worry about that a little more with corn because we have to actually follow the rows with the combine. Sorghum and soybeans, we don't really need to do that. So it doesn't matter as much for when we come back and harvest this field at a later date. Going on the straight rows. Right here, our auto steer line is just a little bit off. It's leaving a hair in between passes, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. We'll have to wait and see at harvest though, I guess. Well, over here we're overlapping right now, so it must be where that weird break is in the middle of the field that's kind of throwing some things off here. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, and we only got about 2 or 3 passes left on the field now. And there we go, moving on to the last pass of the field. And with that is probably going to be the end of the video. I know we didn't do much more than just sorghum planting today, but we need to get it done and knocked out here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That'd mean a lot to me. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video here on the channel. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Model Deer Farmer, and I'll see y'all in the next one.